Okay, my name is Kehinde Edun, the National Legal Advisor of Labour Party, and I'm with the Labour Party's candidate for the November 11, 2023 governorship election in Imo State. Today, at the Supreme Court, the learned justices put an end to the charade, the masquerading, the disguise, the pretense, and all the gimmicks, subterfuge, and smoke screen being played out by the so-called Apapa group. We thank our Lord Justices that they have seen through their gimmick. The Labour Party is one, led by Barrister Julius Aburi as national chairman. And the candidate of Labour Party for Imo State is none other than Senator Athan Achonu Ineji. But for some time now, they have been deceiving the public by their charade and masquerading. We held the primaries in Imo State on the 15th of April, where Senator Athan Achonu Ineji emerged as the candidate, scoring 304 votes. Some of these people who are now flying around saying they are their candidate scored less than 10 votes. Now, after they lost in the primaries and Senator Achonu emerged, the party sent Senator Athan Achonu Ineji's name to INEC. INEC, who observed our primaries, INEC was present at our primaries. They observed that it followed due process of law. All the preconditions were complied with, and that Senator Athan Achonu Ineji emerged as the candidate of the party. His name was accepted, and his particulars published on the 12th May as candidate of Labour Party for the November 11, 2023 governorship election in Imo State. And on the 6th June, in a final list of candidates, Senator Athan Achonu Ineji's name was published. Now, two people that lost decided to now play game, and they were deceived and cajoled by the Apapa group, and they now came and said they were filing a matter. They filed a matter suing themselves, when the law is clear that once somebody's name has been returned as the candidate of the party, accepted and published by INEC, any matter that is going to be brought to challenge that must have that person as a respondent. But they are afraid of the lion. They couldn't sue Senator Athan Achonu Ineji because he emerged by overwhelming majority of the votes. So they decided to sue themselves, trying to mislead the court. The Federal High Court of Owerri dismissed the action of Maduka that he lacks local standard to bring the action. But they are still following through with their mischief and charade. And Maduka appealed to the Court of Appeal. And they came there suing the Labour Party, Ukaegbu, hoping that they could get a positive order of court. The Court of Appeal also dismissed the action for local standard. And today, the Lord Justice of the Supreme Court decided that they have just come to waste the time of the court. That the findings of the trial court and the Court of Appeal on the lack of local standard in Maduka is sacrosanct, and there is no reason for them to depart from it. And they cautioned them. They cautioned Maduka and Ukaegbu, because the Lord Justices find out that even Ukaegbu and Maduka, they were colluding, trying to get a positive order of court. Such unprofessional conduct by their lawyers, such detestable act to try to mislead the court. But now their game is up. Our Supreme Court today dismissed the action and held that we should not come before the court. The implication of all this is that all the cases that have been filed by the Apapa group, all the cases that have been filed by Maduka, all of them have been dismissed or struck out. The implication is that our candidate that has been accepted and published by INEC remains the candidate of the party. for the November 11, 2023 governorship election in IMO. And we are happy that their game is up. The charade has been so the masquerade that they are trying to do is over. And finally, we are going to concentrate on our campaign in IMO. Those that are afraid of us, who have been doing all this in order to mislead the public, their game is up and they have lost. They are falling flat. And today, we stand tall. And Senator Athan Achonu stands tall as the candidate of the party, of the Labour Party, for the 2023 government election in IMO. And Barrister Julius Abure stands tall as the national chairman of the Labour Party. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, you have heard from the lawyers. Apart from the interview I granted to Charles Aniagolo on Arise a few days ago, I have refused to join issues with Ukiebu and then his cohorts because I didn't think it was necessary. Because number one, I was not sued. Number two, I won a free and fair election. Number three, INEC published my name. INEC has not said that I'm no more the candidate. That's when I'll be bothered. I've been concentrating on my campaigns. Because the IMOites are bent on removing the governor, the present APC government in Imo State, because of all the atrocities being committed. Anyway, that's another matter. But I want to make it clear now to IMOites, because it was a psychological warfare. The whole idea was to make IMOites think that there could be a problem with my candidature. So they will say, oh, if I vote for Senator Athan Achonu, maybe it will be a waste of my vote, be a wasted vote, wasted effort. That was just the psychological warfare that they were waging on IMOites. But thank God, the Supreme Court today laid that to rest. So I'm calling on all IMOites to now come out in their numbers to campaign and champion the cause of taking back IMO for themselves. Because what is happening there is atrocious. And then, anyway, I think, like I said, I'm not campaigning. I just want to give out this information so that the social media that has been abuzz with all the fake news and all that. But I'm blaming the press. I'm blaming you people. Like I said on Arise the other day, this is just a simple matter of you guys picking up the phone, calling INEC, who is the Labour Party candidate? And then you lay this to rest. But no. Even the judgment itself, yes. Even the judgment. Judgment was clear. The High Court judgment declined jurisdiction and dismissed the matter. Appeal Court judgment declined the jurisdiction and dismissed the matter. Same thing happened today. But all the papers, our Athan Achonu has been removed. They like the sound of my name, I think. I think the press, you guys are in love with me. You like the sound of my name. But at least now, gentlemen, America was the worst country on the face of the planet. Wild, Wild West, where mafia was running affairs. But the press saved America, only the press, by exposing the rot in the system. They saved America. America, everybody is talking about today, using as an example of a developed country with true democracy. It was the press. Not even the politicians. It was the press. So I'm now giving you people a challenge to save Nigeria by saving Imo State. Let's use Imo State as an example. If you save Imo State, you are saving Nigeria, because I'm going to run such a government that is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And that will now be an example for the rest of Nigeria to follow. Thank you very much.